I pay taxes, I vote. Why should I do anything else?
Blinkit doesn't give you good governance. Samaaj, Sarkar, Bazaar, all of us together only can
co-create governance.
good governance. It's a good time to ask Arun, why do you do all this that you do? I agree that citizens feel helpless, hopeless about what is happening in the city. The sheher is an extension of the ghar.
It should be.
The uru is the extension of the money.
I have a very tough question for you that I'm struggling to answer when people ask me. They say, I pay taxes, I vote. Why should I do anything else? How do you deal with people who don't believe in doing more than that? How do you answer them?
First of all, I'm glad if everyone pays their taxes.
Yes.
Let's start right with that.
Actually, that's
Thank
true.
you.
Many don't.
Because many people say, why should I pay my taxes? So if they're paying taxes already, thank you. Because that's what makes sure all this infrastructure that we are using.
Correct.
Without taxes, you wouldn't have it.
That's true.
So we need everyone to pay their taxes fairly. So that's great. And then I think I have discovered, both as a journalist and primarily as a citizen, that, we have all turned into consumers.
Okay.
We consume things from morning to night. We consume things. We get up and we click and buy something.
Okay.
But you can't consume good governance. It's not something you can buy or consume, or Blinkit doesn't give you good governance.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we all have to co-create it. Samaaj, Sarkar, Bazaar, all of us together only can
co-create
co-create good governance. And that's why paying taxes is only the first step.
Okay.
Doing your civic duties, like don't throw garbage, walk on the footpath, follow traffic rules, is only the very basic.
Basic duties, yeah.
After that, we have to all be part of this bigger vision of what city we want, what kind of city we want to live in.
Okay.
Do I want to live in a city full of noise, traffic, pollution, garbage? Or do I want to live in a city with good roads, with good institutions, with good RWAs, with good neighborly interactions? Obviously, you want that city.
But isn't that the job of the government?
Government has a lot to do and should do it and is accountable to all of us. But government is made for us. I agree with that. So are the markets made for Samaaj.
Correct.
But Samaaj has to play a foundational and a leading role all at once. We are all Samaaj, you are Samaaj.
Correct.
Why are you doing all these things that you do? Nobody is paying you for it. So it's not just that a city has to be imagined by its own people and it has to keep growing because of the ambitions and desires of its own citizens. But also being involved has its own advantages, as I have discovered. My community here in 3rd Block, Koramangala, I've been here since 1998. One of the most active, most involved, most selfless people I have met. They're always doing things, as you saw, I think, when you were working on this footpath also.
Wonderful.
So thanks to my community. And there are many like that. But they also get joy. When I we did some stuff for Janagraha, I did some little bit of work with you, many institutions that I support. We ourselves get so much joy from giving forward, and which eventually comes back to us to make the city better. There are 100 reasons. So we need civic volunteers, civic volunteering to go up. And by the way, the research shows, especially to older people like me,
I'm also quite old.
You're getting there. That actually volunteering for something outside your own home and your own health and everything actually improves your chances of averting dementia, of staying healthy later as we all get older. For young people, they have shown that if they volunteer for something selflessly and enjoy it also, it even increases their job prospects. So they are linking volunteering to a lot of benefits. Only thing
it's like giving, right? If you, how can you question giving? I think what I often tell people,
the more you give, the more you receive.
I'll give you an example. Tell me if it makes sense. If I go and work for 2 hours in a government school and teach on a Sunday, I'm not a teacher. I'm not qualified. But because I did it, society thinks I'm good. The same person cleans the street. Society says, why are you doing government jobs? So somehow the act of maintenance, cleaning is seen differently by our society than education, health. I mean, is it our feudal caste? I don't know, what's the reason?
Something to do with our caste and what today is changing, dignity of work. I think people are getting to understand. All work has dignity. Work with our, do with our hands has so much dignity.
Correct.
Tell me, since we are on this topic, it's a good time to ask Arun, why do you do all this that you do? Why do you try to make the city better? Why do you spend hours and hours trying to engage citizens with their past? Why do you do this?
I think there is a certain intellectual challenge that I relish. that everyone has said it's not possible, I want to do it. So I think there is an element of it seems very tough. So there's a intellectual joy in figuring out how to do it. Unlike, I was joking yesterday, I did a project in Dollars Colony with the residents. I said, this is not rocket science, that ISRO does. This is harder because you have to deal with people. So it's changing people's behavior and perceptions is a skill which involves engaging with people and doing the hard stuff.
Right.
So, and I find a lot of people are good at the hard stuff or the people stuff. When you are able to get results, my colleague is a designer, when you can, so we have a simple idea that if I want to change something and it doesn't happen, I blame myself. I don't blame the person.
Yeah, I think that's a very important thing.
I have failed in changing. So I think the fact that everyone else thinks it's very difficult.
Yeah.
And that if you make change and we see the results, like we walked about 800 meters now.
So nice.
I call it obstacle free. We chatted.
Yeah.
No sun.
Yeah.
So I say Bangalore has three things. We have weather, which we didn't create. We're just ruining it. Weather, trees.
Trees.
If you have footpaths, then like even if you build the best footpaths in Hyderabad or Chennai, sadly the weather, it's now 10 in the morning. Look at this.
Yeah, it's so nice, so pleasant, no sweating, nothing.
No sweating, and so I think it is that aha feeling that people get when you do.
What really bothers me is there are Bangalore is becoming one of the wealthiest cities in India and even in the world.
Correct.
We have so many billionaires, and I'm guilty of that too. But the thing is, all of us make fantastic private infrastructure, okay? The companies, the wealthier people, the gated communities, the middle class buildings, etc., etc.
Correct.
1 meter outside the private infrastructure, everything is crumbling. And somehow it's not my problem. How is that possible?
Or
How is this artificial line drawn?
Even if it is your problem, you feel helpless, that you can't do anything.
I agree that citizens feel helpless, hopeless about what is happening in the city. So I'm turning it back to you.
Okay.
How do we stop feeling like that? What should we do first? Because the minute we do that, the minute we take up something in our hands and give ourselves agency, self-belief gets created, and then you want to keep doing it.
So I'll tell you what
how should we start?
I have found. We have used the word government, I think, once so far.
Okay.
But government is not a monolith. It's made of people like you and I.
Yeah.
What we have found is if we talk to individuals in government whose hands are tied being in a tough system and say, how do we solve it together? So my first meeting with any government servant is, sir or madam, how can I help you?
How can
I've
we
never
help
gone
you?
with a grievance. And I say, I have the tools to help you. Can I start? And so we have a simple line we tell people that we just walked on a footpath. Who owns it? Somebody else, not you or I. You live here, but it's not yours, right? Supposing the change is in your mind, that Rohini, this is your footpath.
Yes.
It's your house. What will you do? You'll make it beautiful.
Yes.
What is stopping you? The perception that you can't do it.
It's not ours or I can't.
So if I win that battle, that I make
it's
you...
It's not my job.
No, once you have crossed that hurdle, I want to do it.
Yeah.
But I feel I can't.
Yeah.
If I make the framework and the legal environment says that you can, then you'll do it.
Correct.
So we tell everyone, imagine it's your street. Don't worry about who will stop you. Try it. See who stops you. Then we go to the government and say we're doing it for the right reason. We stay anonymous. So all the work we've done is by treating the city like ours, spending on it with our money, not taking money from the government and doing it in partnership. It works like a charm. So in a way, we're trying to show that it can work. So
the sheher is an extension of the ghar.
It should be.
The uru is the extension of the money. So you have to
record that again.
Imagine
the sheher is the extension of the ghar. The uru is the extension of the money. Beautiful.
So
how beautiful.
So you extend those boundaries of action.